Welcome back. WeArEuS, and this is Pale Coins. It is not Death Machine, as I said it would be, because look, I bought Death Machine, I launched Death Machine. Death Machine launched in windowed mode. I already knew we were in for a fun time, so I hop on over to the settings, struggling to read the font that the game's menu is using. That's the better word. Once I got the hang of it, I knew what I was looking at, and it literally only had windowed and windowed and full screen. I think there was something else. I don't remember because I've refunded it. Look, full screen works fine if you have no reason to tab out of the game, such as having a recording software operating in the background. If you do, however, no bueno. So, that means I have to wait until the 20th for the next thing. Now, something may just appear in between now and then that I may take interest in, but at present, I know of nothing coming out in between now and the 20th, and hopefully, Neo turns out to be a better game. Death Machine also didn't run very well. But listen, I'm going to go ahead and admit right now that I'm not entirely sure if it's actually this way or not. But if I were to look at the task manager, it would say, "Sir, you are currently using 100% of your CPU." And I, being a dick, I would turn and look at the task manager and go, "I'm not doing anything. Suck me," and then close it. The moral of the story is, if my computer is running for, let's say, if I have it running for too long and I don't restart it, or turn it off and then turn it back on, for just a complete random, I just remembered I put hot dogs in the goddamn thing. Anyway, if I leave the computer on without restarting it for a long enough period of time, the CPU just maxes out at 100%. Granted, I do have Chrome open, and we all know Chrome guzzles resources like nobody's business. And to be fair, I think it's consuming like 36% on its own, which makes no sense. But even when I check, it's the only thing consuming that large an amount of resources, or the CPU's resources. So, I don't know. It's been an issue I've had for a long time, and it makes playing things more difficult than the computer just plain out sucking as it is. So, anyway, last episode, we saved the mage who is not a mage, but was a trapped old man who could do nothing for himself. He should probably invest in sorcery. Or maybe runes. Nope, they can still take your runes. He should probably make a pact with a demon or something. That is the only feasible way. They can't steal your demon. At least I'm not aware of it being possible for a goblin to steal your demons. Anyway, we went back and gave him his stick because I can't be bothered to I'm not entirely sure I want to invest that much intelligence right now. So, just to move things along, I decided to set him free. Back at last. I thought I'd never see this place again. I must thank you for getting me out of that hole and getting my staff back. On a side note, I just remembered. I know you can see this. Last time I didn't check the recording after I did it because, as I said, I was recording videos back to back. There was no downtime in between to actually check the video, though it would have taken, I would like to say, mere seconds. It doesn't happen that fast. Not when the CPU's cranked at 100%, supposedly. Where was I? Right. Here, take this. A few coins is the least I can do for you. 100? Brother, feel free to get stuck anytime. Now, is there anything you wanted to ask? Do you know anything about the Champion's Coin? The Champion's Coin. I'm assuming those are the magical coins that were mentioned in the broken wall text behind the waterfall in the mine. What? What mine? Surely not the one he was strapped in. I feel like I said strapped there. A whole thing happened with my lips, so if it sounded like that, I didn't say that. The pale coins. Magical coins were said to possess great power, and said power would be bestowed upon whoever is wielding the coin. Overall, they seem like something from an ancient past, something that wanted to be buried and forgotten. For what reason, I couldn't tell you. All I do know is that they don't seem to exist anymore. Well, can you help me find out more about them at least? I could help you, yes. That would require someone to go through the mine, which is closed at the moment. I would need to investigate the texts in the ruins once again. You did prove yourself before and helped me out of my misery, so I'm willing to help you. Take this key and open the mine. Let's meet at the ruins later. I'll have to discuss something with Balder first. I've got some other things I want to get into before I meet you there. Though I don't imagine this is something that even needs to be said. I'm going to do it just to see what happens. Who are you, my mother? Oh, don't take too long now. Like he's just going to drop dead. Come on. Anyway, will you teach me the way of violence now? I can show you how to fight properly. Ah, come on. Why is talking about them opening the mine presented as if it's a threat? Hey, I'll open the mine. Listen, Nuveyor told me. He already gave me the key. Okay. But be aware, we haven't been at the mine for a while. It wouldn't surprise me if it's full of monsters again. His magic barely scratched those things in the mine. However, our swords and axes proved far more reliable. Okay, so physical violence over magical violence. Did someone say necromancing? I believe they did. Oh, by the way, I also visited the smith again. Apparently, his inventory or his stock of items randomizes. I don't know if it's when you leave and come back or if it's when you... Well, I don't know. I return to the main menu, stuff like that. Load the game. That's the word. I don't really want to join the camp. It's not like there's another one to join though, so let's see what happens. If you really want to join us, I don't know why I'm going for the Vegeta voice. If you really want to join us, you have to prove that we can trust you. Like I said last episode, I'm not bending over. Straight to the point. I like that. For some time now, the king has been increasingly searching for bandits and has them executed. Overall, I don't think this is bad. Many of the bandits around the capital are attacking citizens and merchants, which is why they can hardly leave the city on their own anymore. But we have nothing in common with such scum. Not even Goran would threaten defenseless citizens. The king, however, doesn't seem to care, which is why we're on the hit list too. I want you to find out what plans the king, or rather the royal guard, has. Okay, what should I do? It would be best if you spoke to his advisor in the capital about it. The king himself is unlikely to speak with someone like you. I don't want to be rude, but without an audience or a good reason, Waynard would reject you immediately. The royal guard might also know something. Ask the guards about their duties. In the best case, someone is directly involved in the search for the bandits. Oh, and one more small detail. Never mention my name to the guards or the king. They think I'm dead, and I'd like to keep it that way. I wanted for a split second there, I was going to do the classic Scooby-Doo ghost thing, but I don't think I will. But it's in your head now. Do I look dead to you? It's too long a story to tell you now. Finish your tasks first, and then we can talk about it. All right. Let's see what our buddy over here's got in stock this time. 2 health and 2 strength. That's not too bad. No pun intended. This time. Also, I rewatched the video for the game, for this particular game, on the Steam page again. I may have been mistaken about the fisting being a thing you could build into. That may have been magic I saw. I cannot tell. But from the look of it, almost certainly magic. As I said last episode, no, we're not going to be using anything that requires us to build into alternative stats that we're not interested in. I need a lot of strength. Because remember, I was going to be doing the whole fist and magic thing, but it hasn't panned out exactly how I would like. Does dexterity have any value to me? No, just for weapons that have dex. Ooh, we have points to spend. Okay, so currently, look, I am a big advocate for magic use in pretty much any game that has it, because magic is cool. So I want to keep using magic, obviously. But we also need to stop dying, which means we need vitality. Endurance is fine, we can probably not invest in that for a while, which is really good because that's a point I get to put into something that matters. So I thought about it, and our stat distribution is probably going to be something along the lines of ranking in order of importance. Strength, intelligence, magic. No. Strength, intelligence, vitality, magic, luck. But man, only getting 2 points per level, and the levels becoming really... Well, we're still dealing with piss for foes anyway, so they're giving us very little in the way of XP now. Before, it was good stuff, but we've got to move on to get more. So, 1 in strength. We do need to raise magic in order to use that 1 staff, but that's just going to be a project for down the road. Right now, we need to, you know what? Vitality. So, what are we doing? Nothing I can think of. You're going to die today. I really would like to find out how we get the locked chests open. Anyway, I don't know. Okay, the Grenmark is where I am. I think if I talk to her, I can rest. You know what? Tell me about the area. Forest. To the north is another camp, but it's full of bandits. So north of here, I get to have fun. Oh, right, yeah, let's get... Yeah, we'll just take our entire stock. Probably just spent everything we got from Wizard, but it's fine. I could have sworn I saw... Yeah, is there a place to rest? You know what? Later. That way, it'll be free. You're not getting 10 gold out of me. As far as I can tell, that's like $10. No. No, I'm not sleeping in a barn for $10. What do you think? Hold on. What do you take me for? Also, I can't even... Okay. One of the things that is currently, it's a minor gripe, but it's annoying nonetheless, is the fact that I can't even access the game's settings without exiting the game to the main menu. I just want to be able to bring up the map by pressing a button that isn't all the way across the keyboard, requiring me to look down. It's one of the things I do in, that's what that is. It's one of the things I do in... What is that? Let's go there. In any game with a map is I move that key to something not retarded. Hold up. I'm going to talk to this guy to see if I can... Okay. What do you know about bows, bud? Is it Bowyer? It has to be Bowyer. You teach me anything? As the woods are barren, there's nothing to do besides sharpen my craft. Sharing it with you would prove beneficial to both of us. but it won't be without its price. Ooh. Hold on. I was going to hit F5. I don't know if that's... Yeah, that's not... Anyway. Now, let's see if what he has to teach me is actually worth 100 gold. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do it. If I don't think it is. Last time I went off script, I lost a sword. A free sword, no less. I wouldn't have been able to use it, but I would have eventually. Now I don't even have the option. And I'm upset about that. I might have been able to get it, but by reloading the game, but I have no idea how far back that would have set me. I don't think it would have set me back any further than the entrance to the camp, but I didn't want to take that chance. I killed a lot of stuff. Work on your dexterity and you'll be able to handle stronger bows. Take these arrows, you'll need them for your training. Rapier of Mana. A dex weapon. Gives you extra mana. Okay. Not great. Bonus damage with bows. Quiver. So yeah, that wasn't worth it. So I'm a little upset. We are down 100 coin. Yep. Also, just realized the map is right there, though I now have the button somewhere more convenient. So there's also that. Well, that's 100 gold just gone on something that does not matter to me in the slightest. Plus 5 luck coming in clutch, I suppose. God, this really does make me want to play Stone Shard. Hey there, bud. Who's on top of the mountain? Well, bandits and my boss, Gorin. Who's Gorin? You kidding me? Gorin is the bandit chief, and I'm talking the bandit chief. He used to be Baldur's right-hand man, but they gotta do a fight and go and kick his butt. After Baldur and a few of the former bandits left the mountain, Gorin took over. Okay. Thanks. Can't kill him, though. Huh. Well, that looks dicey, so I'm going to go over here. More. But I saw something move over. Hey there, Albert. How did you find me? I ain't coming back. Well, you ain't a bandit, right? What? Who are you? Me. I'm Albert. I was once a digger, but I'm just an old man. Cool, that answered none of the questions that really plagued me. What are you doing here? Those bastards got me working in the mine. But I didn't care to do that my whole life, you know? As soon as they looked away, I took my chance and ran. Eventually I found this cave. You're not too smart. I can tell. You were mere steps from freedom and you decided, hey, what's that over there? And stayed. Pretty cozy place, don't you think? What's at the end of the mountain path? It sounds like a secret password or something. What's at the end of the mountain pass? He who smells no smells. Which is a terrible completion, or a terrible end to a secret password. Anyway, don't you know? Gorn and his bandits are up there. Aren't you afraid that they'll find you here? It's not particularly difficult. One of those bandits? I don't think so. I can hear those blundering fools from miles away. Even if one of them finds me, I still have some more lying around to bribe them. I'm not going to buy a thing from you, crazy man. Anyway, I should probably put... I don't have a lot of slots. Is this the one I'm using? Yes, it is. Then, number 5. Now I don't have to go looking for it, because that's annoying. Ooh, we did need iron ore. Oh, come on. Stop pixel shaming me. A dark shroom. Hey there. Lot of berries. I wish luck also affected the amount of stuff that dropped when you are, say, rifling through bushes and things like that. See another cave up ahead. It's got a big old lock on it. Love to see that. One day. I don't think I've forgotten about Old Man Mage. No, I remember him just fine. You gotta help us. Why would I do that? These bastards around here won't let us go. We were just looking for someone up here, and suddenly they knocked our heads in. By God, he's not lying. I could rest a soda can up there. It's perfectly smooth. They hit him so hard. Are you okay? I don't really care about his name. How can I help? Okay, that's obvious. How would I go about doing that, aside from killing everyone? which I'm tempted to try. You could talk to Gorn as well, I guess, but I don't see the conversation being fruitful. I guess I should get a name. Nope. Doesn't mean anything to me. Their blacksmith does not seem particularly productive. Hardened Zweihander. Jeez. Ooh, and then it has charged arc. Okay, so that's for melee weapons. Got it. Zweihander of bleeding. I can't wait to see what this does. I have no idea what it could mean. Ooh, it also has Force Wave. And dash attack. 16% chance to inflict 10 bleed damage per second. How long does it last? Because that is not an insignificant amount of damage. I don't really care about blueprints right now. I'm more interested in saving my money. Leonard is super well dressed, isn't he? Get lost, you bandit scum. Who, me? I'll hit you over the head. Wait, you ain't a bandit, right? Who are you? I'm a merchant of the Icefall Village. I joined a caravan which settled to the east of here, right after the bridge. Cool story, bro. What are you doing here? Thought it was a good idea to scout the environment to sell my wares around here. Turns out these bastards up here rather just steal my stuff instead of buying it. Yes, because they're bandits. When I wanted to return to the caravan, the bridge had broken down. I'm stranded here without my wares and no way to go back to my people. That's tough, buddy. I guess I could help you. For coin. Well, that would certainly be kind of you. Listen, I need my wares back. Or at least the gold for all the goods they stole. I'd place their worth at around 1,500 gold. Also, the bridge to the east has to be repaired. There was one guy from another camp who was supposed to get it done, but instead of repairing the bridge, he thought at one point to go. The guy fishing is supposed to be repairing the bridge. I'm going to give him a flat top. I'm going to plateau his skull. What else do we have? No, we have no idea. Really? Oh, Mika, the guy we saved from the orcs. So apparently that was his name. Didn't care. Oh, so is that why we're not being attacked? Huh. Okay. Wait, so is that guy just around here? I don't see anyone. Oh, there he is. Oh, right. He did mention a temple. Where was that again? See, a mage put it in one of the pillars in front of the temple. Do we really care what he did in the wasteland? About that big temple? The orcs seem... Ooh, there's a... I mean, we could probably kill whatever Ra is. Oh, he's a mage and uses lightning. I don't like that. Make sure you're resistant to fire. Neat! God be with you, says the bandit. Well, they're rather peaceful, I guess. No idea how that would have ended up if I hadn't found that guy first. Also, they don't seem to be particularly bothered by the missing old man, so I'm not going to tell them where he is until it becomes a matter of profit. Oh yeah, I would sell the old man out in a heartbeat. I don't know him. Okay. I'm an unreasonable adventurer, okay? I need money. I need things to kill. I'm hard up. Okay, let's see. Hey, nice of you to clump up. Also, I sold the monster teeth. 1 gold each. Because of course I did. I forgot. How did I forget about it? While dodging them for the very... that is frustrating. And even more so, because it really just shouldn't have happened like that. Yeah, good. So let's see. I still don't know where the temple is. That Mika mentioned. Micah, whatever his name is. It has to be Micah, right? Ooh, bones. Oh, money, my beloved. Oh, right. Oh, this is bad. Thankfully, I can walk right through them. That's right, let's do it again. Sure is quiet around these parts. Don't run now. You were so brave before. That's right. Get over here. Now, while I'm thinking about it, strength is always priority. I don't want to put anything into dexterity, but I would like to be able to at least use a bow. I don't want to do it. I'll just hold off and get some gear that lets me have 2 dexterity for free, I guess. Now that I've calculated the damage for this thing, it could actually also, with it being a dagger, that fast attack speed might not be too bad, actually. This requires 2. But it has absolutely no skills. Ah, magic. That's where that point is going to go. 1 in strength, 1 in magic. Thank goodness I noticed that rune down there. Oh, victims. Well, look at that. Thanks for respawning, bud. Yoink. I should probably put this on so I can get the... Is that the right one? Wrong one. That's it. Okay, let's head back. Hold on. Loot things that can just hide from me. Please. Oh, alright. Really tempted to go down there, but let's make some progress. Honestly, he said... What mine? Ooh, a goblin dagger. We actually need that in order to craft something. Let's see. Thieves' knife. Got plenty of ore. Not nearly enough dexterity for this. So 9 damage. But you'll be even higher if we get the dexterity for it. The mana's full. We can swap our gear again. Ooh, give me. Okay, so we have a mage hat. 5 seconds to the summon duration. This has flame ring. A mage staff of bleeding. You heard it here first, folks. A mage staff of bleeding. But a 9% chance to inflict 12 bleed. Wow, that is 75 gold. I should probably take all of those I can get, huh? So, what do you have in ruined stones? Apprentice, summon lesser undead, classic. We did try the dark orb, and its damage was piss. So here we have just a mage room. Its normal attack is casting a small homing missile, apparently. But it deals 16 holy damage. It also requires 10 intelligence, which explains that. And it comes with Word of Healing, Teleport, which is, well, it's still the exact same as the guy's staff, but it also comes with extra mana, so, you know, it's not a complete waste. Ooh, a magic turret. Manifests a magic turret which shoots nearby enemies with random elemental missiles. Can it be attacked? Because that just sounds like a good time. I actually want that one. And if I leave, and if I just don't get it, it's just going to be gone. Can I even use it? No. We're just going to have to wait then. I think the staff was expensive too, but ooh, brew potions. Try the Academy of Mages. Layla might also be able to brew a potion or two. Go on about the Academy. Pretty much the only place in Grenmark where you can study magic properly. If you're interested in magic, you should at least stop by. Okay? Let's see. Well, so I'm guessing these are basically going to be inherent skills. Oh, passive skills, or passive stats, anyway. 0.25 mana regeneration would be pretty freaking good, but that requires a minimum of 10 magic. Ooh, that is not cheap. Okay, so where is this mine? Oh, right. I found Randolph. Oh, Goran is keeping him imprisoned. He has the audacity to ask me, a stranger who just happened to encounter the guy, why Goran is keeping Randolph imprisoned. Because I am apparently the Goran Whisperer, though I have never actually spoken to the man. Maybe we can punch out a deal. I'm certain he wants more men in his group. If you bring him a man or two, he might let Randolph and the others go. Also, it might be a good idea to not let Goran know. And where am I supposed to find these people? They usually don't appear out of nowhere. Go look for them east of here. If we're lucky, he's already missing some of his men. Then you can look for them on this side of the river. At least I'll be rewarded for that. I like rewards. For me. Wait, there it is. Silly little mine. Open up. I didn't even have to leave the area. But how was I supposed to know that was there? The only reason I go over there is to talk to What's-Her-Mug. Alright. Who here needs killing? Oh, hold on. No, I'm definitely hearing that. I don't know what it is, but I hear it. Wait, can I? Oh, that's a shame. Okay, so hold on. So we can go left or right. Right is always right. The left isn't too bad either. Long sword and the fighting spirit skill gem. As well as assassin boots. Right. We do have the luck necklace on, so that's good. I'm expecting one of these formations to end up turning into an enemy. Oh, great. Can I... No. I wonder if Goran could teach me to lockpick. Then I wouldn't want to kill him. As it stands, I just want to kill everyone. As long as they have a chance of dropping something I might be able to inherit from their corpse. Yeah. I will dream up ways of killing them. I really don't like leaving locked chests behind because, hold on, because I might not end up remembering them. Yep, like I said. Stop that. Okay, so he shot a crystal heart. That's gotta be this. Fighting spirit drains mana for increased physical damage. You gain +10 while it's active. Holy crap. That is freaking juicy. Crystal heart. I don't see anything new here. Assassin boots. Assassin boots. Bonus crit chance, movement speed, and fire resistance, as well as some health. Yeah, I like those better. They don't grant as much defense, but I should just not get hit then. Okay, I have to admit, I got spooked for a bit. There's the whole haunting, moaning thing going on in the background, and then when I scrolled over this and it started scrolling upwards, I got spooked. Just a little bit. Just a quick spook. Just a little bit. Anyway, this is the crystal heart. It's apparently a rune, but one, I can't equip it, and two, it doesn't appear to have anything on it. And that's the goblin dagger. And it gets a real upgrade when you combine it with the blueprint on it. Alright, anyone else here want to try me? Deeper. Make sure there's nothing that needs killing. XP is extremely important to me. See, these three look a little weird. A little not right. broken. You can do it. Come on. Come on, it'll work this time. Look, and I don't want to hear anything about me bullying the crystal monsters. They shouldn't be made of delicious XP. How did that even... It curved along... I am frustrated by that. Ooh, this is interesting. I got a lot less out of that than I was expecting. For shame. Came down here through the... Alright, we do have a lot of those. Oh. You didn't understand what was happening. I get that. Or like cause it, but whatever. I wish I had more attack speed, but, well, I do have the... Do I have those all? Yeah, actually. Wow, that's weird. So, they can get their 2 shots off and then drop dead. Got it. Unless something like that aligns. Hold on. It said we could go left. Hey there! Yeah, you should have stayed away. Nice. Nice. Also, all of these glowing mushrooms.
Yeah.
Yep. I think we got something pretty deep. Chances are never 0 that could be a mimic. I really do wonder if there could be secret, hold on, like secret walls or breakable walls. I would love that, honestly. That formation is weird. Okay, we did everything that mattered here. I mean, when I say here, I mean this entire mine. I was going to call it a dungeon. It's a dungeon, but Since they called it a mine, we'll stick with the more accurate name. Heaven forbid we don't be lore accurate. What are we... Oh, the switch. Hello? So, it's blocking water, so this is dry now? I remember the water was flowing when we came in. I just passively noticed it. That have turned into something over here, maybe? And yes, I'm as eager as you are to see all of the booty that we've acquired, but it's not yet time, my child. No, not yet. No, you don't do that until you leave the dungeon. That's right, I broke lore. This is a dungeon now. It's there. I don't like these cracks in the floor. Looks like we've got 3 enemies so far. Man, that counters attack thing, hugely beneficial. I don't know why this is a thing, though. Oh, right, the hole in the floor. Yeah. Grab that. I'm just waiting for the bigger formations to spawn larger crystal monsters. It's coming. We all know it's coming. I'm just wondering which version it's going to be. These or the even bigger formations. You know what this looks like to me? The perfect place to save. Yep. I don't know any more about that sound than you guys do. I see. loads of crystals, so it won't have an elements. No looking at spoilers. He says as he goes right into the inventory and spoils everything. Good job. Why am I even in the inventory in the first place? Right. Just looking for stuff, but I don't want to spoil the, well, spoils. So I guess we'll just be doing this. It worked. You think I care about how I kill this thing? I just want it dead. Thanks, guys. Lay down. Lay down. Why are you so durable? Anyway. Now that that's over. Does anyone else want some? Really? You just... I'm going to assume teleport shenanigans and BS, because there's no way he made it through that room without alerting the Crystal Guardian. I was thinking formation because I used the word a few times a little while ago. Anyway, there you are. Yeah, after you left me all the hard work. And I know you guys are trying to give me side eye right now when I say hard work. But I had to spam a lot of the glowing mushrooms, okay? Those, I was going to say they aren't cheap. They are cheap. 8 gold per. And worth every cent. Here are the ruins. Here are the ruins I talked about. Magical, right? But we're not here for sightseeing. The stone in the middle tells about certain pale coins, but I'm not sure about their existence. These texts are ancient, therefore the coins may already be lost. But what's even more interesting is this round thing right here. It emits a very potent magical aura. It caused me to fear for the safety of the camp, so I ordered the mine to be closed. However, I feel like this stone right here is the answer to your questions. What now? Even though the energy the stone emits is strong, I feel as though it is inactive. Based on a few of those texts, I might be able to reactivate it. Don't waste any time. As soon as the stone lights up, try and grab it. I don't know how long I'll be able to have it active, so we don't want to miss our chance, right? Enough talk for now. Let's get this thing done. I didn't mean to. And thus, the legend of Nuveyor comes to an end. I have your... No matter how I said it, it was not going to sound right. Well, this is where we are now. None till you tell me why I would want to. Because now I am fully aware that save scumming is Hey, we just so happen to have 500 gold, too. Oh, the worst they can do is kill us. What are you? Oh, well now. We have here. It has been a long time since the last visit. I asked, who are you? My name. The last time I was called Nuveyor. Does that answer your question? Cool story. What are you? Good question indeed. However, it is not one I can answer, as I do not know. I was never given a reason for my existence. A reason and what your existence is are two very different things. And I asked for the latter. Ever since the very first day, I merely watched the events around me, but never wanted to interfere. To me, I find it more entertaining to watch. To answer your question, I might call myself a mere watcher. Okay. Since I'm not going to get answers that are worth my time, tell me about the champion's coin. It was only a matter of time before this was asked. Yes, I do know about the champion's coin, but a question for me before I answer you. What do you know about the pale coins? Nada. Expect. If you seek to know about them, then I shall oblige. Do we really want to listen to a history story? Do we really want a history lesson on the pale coins? Didn't the intro tell us enough about them? Also, I've got hot dogs in the thing. I can't remember the name of the thing right now. Nope, can't remember. Anyway, my feet are cold. I'm curious, but I'm also not interested. Especially if he's just going to tell us what we already know. I don't know why I did it, but I did it. Very well. A long time ago, as I was watching the events in your world, creatures unknown to me emerged. They introduced themselves as the Pale Ones. Soon after their arrival, they created artifacts of power. Yeah, I see. This is stuff we already know. We know about this. I'm going to skip all of this until he actually says something. Yeah. Until he says something that I haven't read already. Okay, so what about the champion's coin? Okay, so this sounds like a unique tidbit. Among the pale coins was one remarkable one. The very first pale coin, the champion's coin. It contained a power too great for anyone to handle, so the coin decided to grant its power in a different form. The owner was able to wish for anything they wanted. ask. Why are you looking for it? Well, I sure as frick don't want it for myself. That seems like a very good way to go insane. Of course, if it only grants you the one wish, that's probably fine. I would probably just wish that it all go away. You know, the pill coins have had their time. Or maybe not. You know what? I would probably wish to be able to fist and magic. That sounds pretty reasonable. Frankly, just being able to fist at all sounds like a good time. Because they're not very good as weapons. They're not... Well... It's not like you equip them, you just have them. Anyway... I was given a task to find it. I see no reason to hide this from anyone. She never said, don't tell anyone. And it's not like I trust her, so even if she did say that, I'd just do the opposite. Fascinating. So, where can I find it? A question where the answer is as good as none, I'm afraid. The champion's coin lies deep within the city of Duloc. However, the place is not known to any of your kind. So, where is it? Where is the entertainment in telling you everything? I'm sure you will be able to find the city on your own. Keep an eye out for the fragments of past generations. Ancient knowledge holds answers to present and future. Can I go now? I entered here through a plate on the ground. There is no plate on the ground here. Well, there might be. But since I'm here, I'm probably going to spend 500 gold. Because why wouldn't I? The only way to get around the save scum prevention would be to... The only way I could think of to get around it would be to close the game entirely, which also runs the risk of causing us to lose the cloud save for all the stuff we've done up until now, which would then require that I do all of this crap over again. I don't want to do that. Teleported here by the power of a ritual stone. Why not give it another try? You are not very helpful. Oh, before I forget, take this ritual key. With its help, you should be able to control the ritual stones and teleport wherever you wish. Unless you have not activated the ritual stone yet, then the location will be unreachable for you. Usually, these stones will activate as soon as you interact with them. You will need the ritual key, however. Good luck with your search, Seeker. Don't you call me that? It's lazy. Just pure lazy. Good luck, Seeker. I'd say, you know, I wasn't going to say it in the first place, but I am definitely thinking better of that decision now. Oh, 2,000 gold, 100 gold. Can I come back? I could probably come back, right? I would definitely like to give these two a tap. Are we talking multiple interactions or just a singular? So what you're telling me is that I've acquired storage with a limited capacity of 24 slots, even though my inventory is apparently infinite. Well, I at least assume it's infinite, or has a very high cap that is not indicated anywhere. Anyway, and that I spent 500 on this. I'm upset. I'm poor now. I'm a poor. I don't like being a poor. I wasn't okay a moment ago. This life sucks. Ah, well. Huh? I am deeply confused as to what's going on here. So, I interacted with both of them, but I still have the gold. As you can see there. You know, if your eyes were quick enough. Abandoned waterfall. That's where we left the old man, who is not here anymore. Alright. Good job. I wonder if the crystal is back. I'd love another shot at that thing. Hey, bud. You up for another round? Oh. Too bad. And away we go. And we can go back to the Eternal Realm at any time. That's neat. Down. Let's see what Nuveyor has to say. So, mind telling me what you saw, lad? I entered a realm and spoke to someone named Nuveyor. It's a very stupid name. He also called himself a watcher. He's a peeper. Next time you go poop, he's watching. A realm, you say? Fascinating. What did this Nuveyor tell you? Did he mention anything about the champion's coin? Sure. You know what? Let's go ahead and set the world on fire. Yes, the coin has the power to grant wishes. Incredible. That type of power is unheard of. Yes, because it's stupid. And by stupid, I mean ridiculous. As in insanely, incredibly good. Though I would assume it's a monkey paw type situation. However, as much as it is incredible, it is equally terrifying. Did you happen to see anything else? Ah, yes, actually, do you know anything about Dulak? Dulak? I'm afraid I've never heard of it. However, the library in the capital might have something on it. The bridge to the city has been broken. Yes, I know all about them. Teleport me across the bridge. Or I could kill my way through the wasteland south of the forest again. Huh. So let's see. On the one hand, we have no XP. On the other hand, we have all the XP. Gosh, I wonder what we would choose. Man, I wonder what I'm going to choose. Oh, how? What do you mean good job at the mine? All I did was open the door. Oh, I did kill the crystal thing. This will give you strength again? I can't think of anything. I can't think of any way to turn that into something. I can't make a good joke out of that. Gave me a beer. This man has a problem. Show me your stuff. Wait. Your inventory. Yeah. Oh wow, broken chainmail. That is a lot of dark resistance, I will say. I don't currently know how much stuff we have to sell, but I mean, it's not like it really matters. We won't make a lot anyway. So let's go through our inventory before we sell the stuff off and end the video. So we got a lot. Probably only 2 of these I think I saw drop. Nothing particularly interesting about them. What else? Okay, so we have a Blessed Spear, which I'm going to sell because it's just not worth evasive strike. Leap backward while striking with your spear. Plus 5 holy damage as well. On top of its base 11 physical damage. But its scaling is absolute doo-doo. I wonder if there's a physical magic scaling. Well, intelligence scaling. Well, no. A strength and intelligence scaling weapon. That would be our bread and butter. Moving on, though, we have this again. And Wisp of Ice. Do you have anything else of interest? No. Hold on. This summons a Holy Wisp, and that punishes nearby enemies with pillars of light. So it's a summon that just deals damage over time. I wonder if... So do the wisps just do their thing in an area around them, and they don't just run into the enemy and deal a damage, and that's your 10 mana gone forever? I wish I could make this scroll faster. Oh, I can. There it is. Haha! Now we no longer need to wait for that to happen naturally. Okay, so these 2 staffs are... staves? I don't know why you would come up with the word staves when staffs is perfectly serviceable. It doesn't feel right. That's because stave exists and ruins everything. Remember that next time you see a staff, remember, staves ruin staffs. That should be the name of the episode. It wouldn't make any sense. It wouldn't make any sense at all. But it's fine. Okay, so what else did we get? We lock it. I hit F, but that's not... That's weird. Anyway, I wanted to lock that. I'll probably sell one of them. Oh yeah. Oops. Why does control make me exit? Weird. Nothing else marked as junk. We have 3 of these. Summon Wisp of Light that illuminates the surroundings. Alright. That's not retarded. Junk. Here we have the Sky Splitter. Dexterity and Intelligence. It's a bow. Split the sky. Cast multiple homing missiles at once. Costs 20 mana and 15 stamina. Well, we lock that. Lesser Earth Rune. Do you have anything of interest? Fire Apprentice Rune. Do we have one of those locked? Yes, we do. A junk. A junk. The Goblin Dagger stays because I can upgrade that into something valuable. I should keep the longsword. I'm assuming we don't have infinite inventory space like it feels like we do, because there would be no point in having storage then. But we'll see how that turns out. Lock that. A junket. A junkaroo. Can I junk the fist? Dang it. I mean, since you can learn magic and bow-based things, I'm assuming the same goes for fist fighting. There's probably someone out there that'll be able to teach us how to make those worthwhile. Ooh, right, I missed this one. I already know I'm going to lock it, because why not? Presenting the Raksha's Wand. It deals no physical damage, its damage is all fire, and it only deals 3 with its normal attack. It requires 10 magic, Psi, and 6 intelligence. In case you're confused, I'm sighing about the magic cost, because what does the bow require? Intelligence. And only the 4, we need 8 dexterity, which is brutal. Absolutely brutal. But I don't want to invest in dexterity. Our stat distribution is already all over the place. Oh yeah, junk. And junk. You too. Armors, we got... Okay. What is our current helmet doing? Extra stamina? Okay, we can use that when we swap to spellcasting. Speaking of which, I'm gonna equip this so we regen. Back to the armors. We also got... Let me lock this and... mean I can't even lock it? What nonsense is that? Why can't you lock stuff you have equipped? That is the most retarded thing. Right, where was I? Right, this thing. The Wise Assassin Armor of Fire Retaliation. Wow, that requires 16 dexterity to equip. That sure is something. What do you do, bud? Plus 12% fire resistance, plus 2% critical chance, plus 3 mana, plus 6% critical damage, and a 39% chance to cast Flame Ring when you take damage. So, if you were to use a shield, and I'm presuming you still take damage, but it's significantly reduced. If you use a shield and you block damage, you can basically, I mean, depending on what you're facing, you could face tank a hit, well, repeated hits, and then just get free magic casts. Heck yes, we lock that. So we swap. Junk that. Let's put a note here. Ritual stone key. And this eats. Okay, so this isn't just to cast it and then it's in effect for a limited amount of time. This is instead going to eat mana over time as long as it's active, which is fine. I actually really could have used that against the giant stone thing. We wouldn't have died that first time if we had that extra damage. And I wouldn't mind getting this socketed too. This adds 3 dark damage. If it's on, I assume only if it's on a weapon. But if you put it on an armor, you get plus 2% item find bonus, which is nothing. Except that with our luck stats, we probably have a pretty decent item find chance, though I have no idea what it could be. I wish that sort of thing was visible somewhere. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us today. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. We will be back tomorrow with another episode. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the Friday episode. Yeah, that'll be the Friday episode. So, like I said at the start of the video, Death Machine did not pan out. I didn't even really get a chance to play the game. The performance was not good. And make no mistake, that was on my end. I just don't want to restart my computer because I've got tabs open that I have stuff going on that I'm looking at, and that's just a hassle. So I sent it packing, though it's still on my Steam library for the moment, which is kind of awkward, even though I have the refund pending. Anyway, I am going to go ahead and wait until the 20th, which is, in case you didn't know, 2 days before Arknight's Endfield comes out. And I'm looking forward to it, but I sure hope its performance is better than Duet Night Abyss was at the start, because that game was a nightmare to run on the phone. I sure hope they haven't Unity Engine 5'd that game as well, because I would sure love to play that on my computer without needing to run GeForce Now. That'll never happen, though. And so, with all that said, we will see you next time.